Thank you all for joining today. Today is day 3. I'll welcome all. So we'll be starting the meditation soon. So please be seated and in a comfortable position meanwhile. Well, we have 1 more minute, so we'll wait for a minute and then we can start. So I'm Navya. I'm from, let me introduce myself first. So I'm Navya and I'm a coach today to guide you all for the meditation, today's meditation. And then I'm from Virginia. I'm a certified pyramid meditation coach, and I've been in meditation since 3 years plus. Okay, so let's start. Sit in a comfortable position. Clasp your fingers. Cross your feet. Take out your glasses if anybody has any glasses. And close your eyes. Gently start observing your breath. The soft, kind, gentle, tender, natural breath. Just observe your breath, masters. The inhale and the exhalation. Just be the witness. Forget your past. Let go of your thoughts. Forget your future. Just be on your present moment. Just start observing your breath. The natural breath. The soft, kind, natural breath. Be with your breath. Let go of your thoughts. Forget the future. Just be in your present moment. No force, no control, just witness your breath. Be with your breath. The soft, natural breath. The kind breath. Let go of your thoughts. Forget the future and be in your present moment.
Be with your breath, masters. minutes more. Be with your breath, masters. Seconds. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly unclasp your fingers and put them on your eyelids. Place your fingertips on your eyelids and feel that energy on my count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, gently open and look at your palm. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, masters. Thank you, universe. Thank you all for joining today. Anybody like to share their experience? Can raise their hand and I can place them on spotlight. I could share my experience meanwhile. I did just for 15-20 minutes, but like I felt a lot of energies in my third eye, a lot of sensation there. I was like not able to open, but I have to take care of the last 5 minutes, so I had to open it. Yeah, I think Pradeep has raised. Okay, let me. Pradeep, you can share.
Yeah, I do meditation outside of these sessions as well, but during these sessions, like in the last couple of days, I was feeling a lot of energy like while I was doing in the sessions. It might be the group or it could be the music, whatever is the case, so I feel a lot more energy in these sessions. Yeah, thank you for conducting this.
That's true, actually. Even I'm feeling the same. I feel like a lot of energies in my third eye. As soon as I start the meditation, I could get the sensation immediately, even if without my closing my eyes. So this really group energies are high.
Yeah. One more thing is yeah, like as you were telling, right? Like you are feeling a sensation in the third eye. So that's been my experience also. When I started the meditation, I started a couple of years ago. I've not been regular. Like I was doing every second day, third day, things like that. So like from last 1 year or so, I've been feeling the sensation in the third eye area. So that was there for more than a year or so. So now, like when I do the meditation, I always different parts of my scalp, I feel the energy. Is that yeah? Just wanted to know if somebody else experienced the same thing. Why does the energy move from one place to other over a period of time? So yeah, just curious.
Yeah, even for me, when I started, it was on my Sahasra chakra for some time. It was on my right hand. I think so. Wherever we need the energies, that will flow accordingly. So I think probably right now I need more on my third eye where I'm like gaining knowledge. I'm like watching a lot of wisdom sharing of Patriji. So maybe, and also I'm started reading a lot of spiritual books. So So I'm gaining knowledge. So maybe that's like actually flowing a lot in my third eye. So I think, and when you have some, issues in your body where like, to heal some of the places, so that's where it flows. So that's, it's quite different for each one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah. Anybody else? Looks like Pari's here. I'll probably take the questions in chat. Meanwhile, I'll invite Pari. Ma'am, hi Pari, to take over for the next topic.
Yes. Thank you, Navya. It was amazing to have you here and see you in action. Let's give a big round of applause to Navya here for leading this session. So amazing, so amazing. Thank you for doing this. And how are you feeling, by the way, Navya? I would love to chat with you first. How is it going? Okay, all right. So I want to make sure I'm in the right mode.
Oh, I was speaking. Maybe I was.
Yeah, go
Oh, I
ahead.
was saying, yeah. I mean, even before that, like, it's like as soon as you said to lead to take over this, just feel my energy is flowing. So it's definitely a very good, high energy. So with this group, yeah.
Awesome. I am so happy you're here. By the way, Navya is a certified meditation teacher and she's been practicing and teaching meditation and so inspiring now to be here to lead this meditations. Thank you, Navya.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. So, okay, guys. So we will do this a bit faster so we can wrap up and send you out quickly. I heard the meditation experience is going great. That's amazing. The more you do, the more practice you will get, the better it will be. So practice, practice, practice is the key. All right. So today's topic is right PSSM history. Correct, Shashi ma'am? Yes, PSSM history. Today we have yes. Okay. All right. And I'm happy to be with you. I'm happy. And I see beautiful Padmaja there. Wonderful for joining here from Michigan. Hey Padmaja, how are you doing? Come on. Say hi to me.
Hello everyone, and hello Pari. I'm so happy to be here. Good to see Navya lead the session, and I know Navya, I met her in MMS3, so I'm so excited, and I've had a very wonderful session today also. There are multiple sessions going on. I mean, almost many of them, but I'm hopping here and there to get the best from each one. So it's been
Yes.
lovely.
Awesome. Very, very happy to see you here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Padmaja is another great master from Michigan. She's doing great work there. So thank you, Padmaja, for being here. And hello to all who are joining here for the first time on reInvent. And I'm going to start sharing now. Today we're going to be talking about the PSSM, Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement, the history of it. And those of you how many of you know about PSSM? I mean, like the history, like how it started, what happened, the story. You can just raise your hands or say yes. Okay. All right. So I know Shashi knows. I know because she's been on reInvent. So she knows. Suma knows. All right. Suma knows. Yes. Welcome, Suma. Minnie says no. Okay. Welcome. Guys, so it's gonna be a treat. So today I'm gonna be introducing why we are doing this, how it all started, and how the movement has started from one person to today millions of people doing this. So we're going to be talking about a story here. So stay with me. So let's, of course, it starts with the history. Let's talk about the history. So, Pyramid Spiritual Societies Movement, PSSmovement.org. It was founded back in 1990, but before that, there was a story. It was founded by
Patriji, who happens to be my biological father, physical body father. And so his story starts, of course, from his childhood. He was a voracious reader, always reading more and more. When he was 9 years old, he was reading Shakespeare. So he was exploring, always an explorer, always wanting to know more. He was born in a very typical Hindu middle class family, who believed in God, doing pujas, worshipping. Pujas and worshipping, and very, who gave a great value to education. So in the whole family, it was all about either becoming an engineer or a doctor, as you all know, from a very Indian typical family. So that was his, and he loved cricket, he loved sports, he didn't love playing flute. By the way, he plays flute. He didn't love growing up playing flute, but because of his brother, he was forced into learning flute. And of course, that became his the main extension of who he is the flute music, which probably you have experienced that in the meditation. So he was a voracious reader, explorer, and he always questioned, why should we do puja? Why is this? Why should we worship? So he was always questioning things. Of course, he was shunned down. I mean, you would never question, why should I worship God? Nobody ever questions, and I'm talking back in 1970s and 60s here. Why? That's something that you wouldn't do. He had, now this is out of syllabus here for this course, he had a walk-in experience back in 1979. There's a whole book on there are a couple of books, great books on walk-ins. If anybody wants to know more, ping us separately and we'll talk about it. Where he had this experience in 1979, and that shifted everything for him. Everything was it was not an overnight. It was gradual, it was slow. So one thing led for him to start pursuing more. And he met his guru, Sadananda Yogi, in 1983, 81 and 83, he met. And that's when he started learning more about meditation, about his purpose, about what he must do. And he learned meditation from his friend called Ramchandra Reddy, and he taught him meditation, Anapanasati meditation that we are doing here. And he started experimenting with it. He was like, okay, let me try this and see. He started experimenting, and he had many experiences, out-of-body experiences, and he started exploring more, and then he somehow had this understanding, a knowing. He had a knowing, like, this is his path. This is what he's supposed to do. This is what he's supposed to share with everybody. And again, at that point in 1980s, he never woke up thinking, I'm going to change the world, or I'm going to create a worldwide movement. That was not his intention. His intention was to share what he learned. He was just excited that he found something new, and he wanted to share with everyone. And how did he start? He started sharing with his colleagues when he was working. He was working in an agricultural company. By the way, to the story, as I said, in the family, it was all doctors and engineers. He lost being a doctor medical exam by 1 mark, engineering by 2 marks. So he was losing all those exams, not passing those exams, and he was seen as a failure in the family. And my uncle, that is his brother, he was a scientist. He was an IIT pass out. IIT in India is like MIT here or Harvard here. He was pass out, and he was always being compared. You know how parents compare the kids, and he was always compared and seen as a failure. He was almost ready to go and jump off a bridge to kill himself, because he couldn't take that failure, that rejection anymore. And next best to engineering was agriculture. So he got into agriculture, and he did his BSc, MSc, and he got into the Coromandel fertilizers and selling pesticides and fertilizers for the farmers. He traveled, even while he was working, he traveled from door to door talking about fertilizers, selling fertilizers. And once he got into meditation, he started teaching that. I would not say teaching, he was still sharing. He was sharing that to his colleagues. I remember once, I was just a kid, probably I was 6 years or 7 years old. He went to his colleague. His colleague said, I want to learn meditation. Why don't you come talk about it? We went to his office. We sat there for 8 hours to get his time to teach meditation. And I remember this so clearly because it was 8 hours. Now imagine a kid sitting there and waiting, and I'm like, why are we waiting here? Why are we waiting here? Because all he wanted to do was share about meditation, because he just found this whole new thing that he wanted to tell everybody. And he was sharing that to anybody around. He sees a vendor, he would say, okay, I'll buy all your vegetables. You know, in India, how the vendors go house to house and back in the day and then sell. And then he would say, whoever comes to house, give me all your vegetables, I'll buy, you sit and meditate. And he would sit next to that person and he will wait until that person is done with meditation, because what he wants to know is what is his experience, or what is her experience. He would listen and listen and listen. So that was his joy of listening. What are they going to share? And that's how it started. He started traveling everywhere, and then in Kurnool, he got transferred to Kurnool. We were in Hyderabad, and then we got to Kurnool is a small town in Andhra Pradesh, and got transferred there. That's where he started now going to people's houses. Now everybody started inviting him, hey, why don't you come to my home and teach meditation? Like how it is happening here right now in US, like we go to houses and teach meditation. So it was happening that way. And then one fine day, there was one guy who said, hey, he was an industrialist. He said, I have some land. You are teaching meditation everywhere. I would like to donate it to build a meditation center. And of course, he was like, okay, let's do it. And of course, he said he was a businessman. Remember, he's not somebody who would just give. He said, I will put half, you bring half, we'll build a pyramid. And not a pyramid, we'll build a meditation center. So my father by then was almost, getting in deeper. He said, hey, I want you to build me a pyramid, not a rectangular center. I want a pyramid. And back in 1990, nobody knew what a pyramid was. They just knew, like, probably Egypt they might have heard, but not really have seen anything as such. So they went to Nagarjun Sagar, there's a very big university there. They got the professors and said, hey, we want to build a pyramid. Can you kind of help us out with the angles, construction, and all that kind of stuff? So those engineers came and helped out to create a plan. And then remember, the guy said, you bring half, I bring half. Now by the way, in our family, there's no concept of saving money. There's no concept of saving money. Everything is out there. So everything is out. So he needed probably 3 lakhs or probably 3 lakhs to build. He brought in 3 and he has to give 3. Now 3 lakhs, 1990 is a big amount. It's not a small amount. It's a really big amount. And especially for it's a middle class family there's no other income coming in. It's a big thing. So what he did was he went to every person he knew, asked for money to build this pyramid, and he gave everything that he got. Now imagine, sometimes we think we need to do this work after we have some more money. When we have something in savings, then we'll put that savings into this. But this guy went all in. He was like, I am not keeping anything for security. I'm gonna give all in. And he gave all in, and that's when between him and my mother, they started fighting, because she was not into meditation so much as she was, and he was giving everything away, whatever he had, to this. And of course, they both were not on the same page. But he wouldn't listen. He was a stubborn man. So he went ahead and he gave everything that he got, and he brought in the 3 lakhs, and the first pyramid was built in 1992. So this was the first pyramid. This is in Kurnool. where 300 is a 30 by 30 feet pyramid where 300 people can sit inside and meditate. And this guy here is called B.V. Reddy, and he is the first person who said, I will give that land. And he didn't want to take risk. You know what? If this goes down, you go down. So he said, I'm only going to give you half, not full. So, but he did give because there is no entry fee. So nobody is making money out of this pyramid. So we really appreciate and we are grateful for him to kind of initiate this whole movement. So initially it was Kurnool Pyramid Spiritual Society. And after this pyramid was built, it became the Pyramid Spiritual Society movement. That's when it became a movement in 1992. This was built in 1991. In 92, as soon as this was built, he went to his office, he gave a resignation and he came home. And after he gave a resignation, he came and told, you know what? I don't have a job now. I gave my resignation and there is no backup plan. And my mother was in panic. Oh my gosh, I have 2 daughters. How do we do? There is no savings. All the savings is gone in the pyramid. There is no savings. There is nothing left. How are we going to manage? Of course, she was in panic. I still ask her, how come you stayed with him? You know, going through all of this. I remember the time every day she didn't know how the next day's food will come on the plate. My whole education was done on charity. Somebody gave money as donation. I could go to school. That's how I studied. That's how I did my college, by the way. So whatever you're seeing right now, nothing just happened. It all started small with a lot of risk taking. It is only when we take risk, and risk you can take only when you're fearless, only when you know you're aligned with the truth. That is the level of risk you take to create something massive, to create movements. So this was the first pyramid, and people started like coming and, oh my gosh, what is this pyramid? And at that time in 1991, 92, there is no internet to promote an event. So what they did was they started printing out some flyers and then kind of distributing. It's more word of mouth. Hey, there's a pyramid, why don't you come? So it's more word of mouth. People started coming, meditating. 20 people, 30 people, slowly. And he would, even if if Padmaja is here from Michigan and all I know is her, and if she says, hey Patriji, why don't you come to my home? I have a couple of people who are interested, 2 people who are interested in meditation. Would you come? And he would be like, yes, I will come. He will spend his own money. He will go on bus or wherever he could. And he will be like, I'm coming there to your house. And he would go and he would teach meditation and he would come back. So I'll tell you a story of Anantapur. If you all know Anantapur. Anantapur is a town next to Kurnool. So in Anantapur, somebody said, hey, I have some space on my terrace. Why don't you come teach meditation on Sundays? Because Sundays it's open. Then from Kurnool, he would take a bus and he would go early morning 4 a.m. bus. He would go alone because at that time there's no secretary, nothing like that. He was just working solo. He took his pamphlets, he takes his flute and he goes to Anantapur and he waits outside the home. He does not knock it. He waits until that milkman comes and he rings and the person opens the door because he doesn't want to disturb. And then that's when they open the door and sees he's standing there, and he would then go upstairs and they would give some tea or coffee or whatever. So they would give that. He would sit upstairs in that room from morning till evening and wait for anybody who will come to learn meditation. He would wait there. Whole day he will wait. Sometimes someone will come, sometimes nobody will come up, but still he would just sit there with a book. He always had a book. So he would sit there with a book, reading. If somebody comes, he's happy to teach meditation. If nobody comes, he's happy reading his book. He did this for 41 Sundays. Every Sunday, he was gone. He was not at home. So that after 41 Sundays, he created 40 masters in Anantapur. That's how Anantapur's Pyramid Spiritual Society has started. That's after that, from Anantapur, it was Dharmavaram, Tirupati. These are all towns in Andhra. Slowly it started spreading. So, my dear friends, why I'm sharing this story specifically is we all think everything has to start big. We want to create millions today. We want to bring lotteries today. It doesn't start like that. Everything has to start small. And consistency. You have to believe in what you're doing. He believed in his work. And that's how the movement started in Andhra. And slowly what happened was people started seeing something happening in the pyramid. They were seeing that healing was happening. People were getting healed. Out of body experiences, third eye activations, experiences feeling ranging from calmness to extreme euphoria, and kundalini activations, third eye activations, a lot of visions coming up. So there's a lot of things happening at that time. And I'll tell you one thing which probably you might not believe me if I tell you. There's a master called Ramana. I saw him with my own eyes levitating inside the pyramid. He was off the ground. He was levitating. So there were intense experiences happening. I spent all my summers in this pyramid, by the way. This is where I spend my summers, my summer holidays. As a 9-year-old, 8-year-old, it's just not me, by the way. I'm no great. Everybody there meditated 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, 16 hours. As a 9-year-old, that was the intense meditation that we did inside this pyramid. I spent all my childhood there. So after that, of course, the word was spreading, and he was going again door to door, by bus, by train at that time. He didn't have vehicle at that time, and he just had a scooter from his work. So once he left his job, when he was working, we used to have a big house, a driver, a jeep, everything. Once he left his job, everything was gone one by one from the house. And then we moved into an apartment next to this pyramid. So that's where we used to live. And as it went, the next pyramid came in 1996. So it took 5 years for the next pyramid to come. This is in Urakonda. Urakonda is a small village. It is not a big city. The village, there's a great master called Venkat. He actually created this whole pyramid there in Urakonda. And then Anantapur. This one was recent, again 2003. It took a long time to get this pyramid, but once the 2003 hit, there's a whole big movement happening, from 1 person to 10 people to 20 to 100 to 200. In 1999, the first Dhyana Yagnam was happened. Dhyana Yagnam means the meditation summit in Telugu, in Sanskrit, where 500 people came. That was the first one in 1999. That's where my sister got married, by the way. And also in that event, it was a Amavasya, that is new moon, and on a Sunday at midnight. Nobody gets married on that time. And of course, him being a rebel, he's like, okay, let's fix that as the marriage time. And my sister got married to a great master again. They met through meditation, Srinivas, and they got married. So that's how it all started, from 1 person to 2 person to everywhere, whether it's a temple, whether it's a house, whether it's a community center, wherever he was called, he would go. And if you hear his next, in 96 came his personal secretaries who would arrange classes for him, like go to somebody's house. Hey, do you want to have a class? Why don't we come teach? We teach for free. Can you invite us? So he went there without, just with one-way ticket. He never knew where the next destination would be. And that's how he traveled 365 days in a year. And the turning point in his life was this book, The Secret Power of Pyramids. So of course he knew meditation, but how the pyramids came in. He read this book, The Secret Power of Pyramids. Let me tell you, there are many organizations that teach Anapanasati. This is not the only one. The Vipassana teaches Anapanasati. There are many scientific organizations, teachers that talk about pyramid energy. It's not just us. But PSSM and him, he is the pioneer, I would say, in bringing pyramids and meditation together as a mass movement. So that is at a grassroots level. Now, what we are talking about here, the people here who are meditating are farmers, are in the villages. They are not some billionaires or anybody. They're villages. They are meditating. They are people in the prisons, people in the military, people in lower income area. People don't have money or food. They are meditating here, and we'll see that their stories as well. So after this, in 2003, remember the Anantapur came, and then came the mega pyramid in Bangalore, the pyramidvalley.org. I'll show you a quick video of that. So this was the mega pyramid built in 2003. 5,000 people can sit inside and meditate. And now remember, there is no money here, but yet a mega pyramid is built. So in order to create, first thing is, we always think we should have money. Money is a form of expression. First thing we need to do is we need to have an intention, a decision. And then money follows, abundance follows. First thing is a decision. So this is how this happened. I'll show you a quick video. Let me know if the audio comes or it doesn't come. Hang on. Okay, I'm gonna be sharing this again with, just enlarge it. Okay. Okay, so that is Pyramid Valley International. You can go to the website. By the way, in June, we are doing a mega meditation summit at Pyramid Valley International on June 18th to 21st, the Yoga Day weekend. Okay, so I'm going to share back again. So that's pretty amazing, right? Imagine starting from nothing, now building this pyramid. Of course, this is not... it evolved over time. Rome is not built in a day. Pyramid is not built in a day. It takes time. It takes transformations that to have, to create something like this. So now the next one is in 2003, another big pyramid came up in Hyderabad near the airport. This is the Maheshwara Maha Pyramid. which is bigger than the Bangalore. They were like, you know what, we're going to build bigger than Bangalore now. We don't want to. It was a healthy competition that was happening between the trusts. And 6,000 people can sit here. 6,000 people can sit here every year. The mega meditation summit, which is the Dhyan Mahachakra, happens in here, where about 50 to 75,000 people sit together and meditate. And it is an experience. It is an experience when you are sitting in there, and the amount of transformations, the amount of quantum leaps that happen when you are there is just you have to experience to kind of understand it. I can't explain it, but I'll show you a clip from there. Okay, see, this was back in 2019, after the end of the morning meditation. I have a 1-minute clip which I would love to share with you. Oops, hang on. Okay, so this was after the end. You see all those people sitting. He went to each and every one of those people's houses. He went to their houses, he meditated with them, he ate there, he slept there. I went to all of those people's houses. They have a room, a bed, and a closet dedicated for him. So I tell that, you know what, it's not the money. I have so many houses. Wherever I go, I have a house, I have a bed, I have a closet, and food. So that's all, of course, anybody would need. So that's the abundance that he has created. So going back, so of course, the meditation in schools, one thing he was very focused on is teaching kids meditation, because when we bring meditation to the kids at a younger age, the future generations are solid, have a strong foundation of compassion, rooted in truth. So teaching children is one of the 18 principles of PSSM. Is we have to start from the beginning. Most of the parents tell me, my kid can meditate, my kid can do it. No, it is, if the parents meditate, if you take it seriously, the kids will meditate. It is up to the parents to bring that awareness, that discipline to the kid. You can teach them karate, swimming, but if there is no meditation, there is no rooted compassion, that rooted in truth and science here. So that's how he started. And today I meet so many people around the world, and they're like, you know what, he came and taught me meditation in my school. I remember him. So they kind of remember, probably they have forgotten in between, but they come back to that roots and say, hey, you know what, I remember him, I saw him, and he came to my school and he taught me. At that time I didn't take seriously, but now I want to get back to it. So they always, I meet them every time, wherever I go. It's pretty interesting when I see that. So vegetarian rallies, one of the biggest principles that he lived on is treating every being with respect and friendship. All beings are our friends. Every being has prana, God consciousness in it. And it is the law of non-interference. When we interfere in anybody's life, karma comes back to us. If we kill other beings' sons or daughters, and if we expect our sons and daughters to be safe, karma is always there. It is like gravity. It doesn't care whether you're good or bad. It's going to work the same as gravity does. If I leave this here, it's going to fall down. It doesn't care that it is Pari or Trump or anybody. It doesn't care. It is going to fall. It doesn't judge me. It's going to be, this is the law, Pari. This is how it's going to work on earth. In the same way, We have a whole class on karma, by the way. I'm not going to go deeper, but the karma works the same. Whether you're good or bad, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't judge you. So every week there are vegetarian rallies happening in India and across the world. All the pyramid masters are doing this. These are the pyramids, some of the pyramids. Now, today there are 35,000 pyramids built in India and across the world. A farmer, a building. In the next 40 days, we'll show you a few documentaries and probably even introduce you to those masters who have built that, who do not have money. We think these are all built by people who have money. No, they don't have money. But they created it because of their abundant thinking, because they know that they are the creators of their life. They create their own realities. That's how all of this built. And particularly, I like this one, this colorful one. This was all built by women. And they're all village women who are expected to stay in the kitchen and not get out of the kitchen. Those women said, and the place is called Gudivada in Andhra Pradesh. From that place, they said, women said, oh, you know what, we're going to go, because men think women can't handle money, right? I mean, this is a very common perception. And they said, you know what, we're going to raise money, we're going to build this pyramid. And that's why this pyramid is a little special for me, because it is all built by women. And the literature. Printing literature is one of the most important aspects, and that too, giving literature for free. PSSM might have given billions of copies of free literature. There are so many people who came just seeing a flyer, all they see is a flyer, free meditation, and they'll come and sit in the meditation class. So that brought them into the classes. These magazines, these are all out there. I would highly recommend to subscribe to them. They're still running. Spiritual Science, Spiritual India, Dhyan Jagat in Hindi. They're all there. You could subscribe to them. Put them on your coffee table. Let people come and see, read them. This is wisdom. This is information. This is light. Instead of having magazines, I would request Nandini to share details on how to subscribe to those magazines in the group, so everybody can get that. It is experiences, case studies shared, and you could just browse through. Paper has energy in it. Yes, we can send it to your inbox, but it will be lost in your inbox. You will never get to check it. But if it is paper, you'll flip it, you will see it, you'll sense it, you'll touch it. There is a whole energy exchange that happens when you hold a book in your hand. And that's magazines. Magazines are a great way to introduce someone into this, to have a conversation. It's a conversation starter. Highly, highly recommend. And they're not expensive, guys. It's very, very nominal. Probably it's a month's Netflix for you. It's not even, So go ahead, and I would definitely recommend. And Nandini, please share that. And again, I say this every time. This picture is back from 2020. Not updated. Not 14, sorry, not updated. We still have to update it. So, but PSSM centers are growing across the world rapidly. Every day, people are saying, and these are all decentralized. It's not a centralized system. There is no one centralized head saying like, you do this. Say if Shashi ma'am says that, hey Pari, I want to start a meditation center. She could go ahead and say, Shashi Meditation Center, Bay Area. She could go ahead and start. So there is nobody controlling this. This is your interest. You do this because you want to do. There is no benefit out of this. You're not going to get any money. This is not to make money. This is purely to create that awareness, to create that energy centers so that you can get empowered. What I have seen is when you work, when you do voluntary work, when you give without expecting, it creates that energy field, that whole space for you to grow abundance in your life, in your family. So that abundance can be in the form of health, in the form of relationships, in the form of career, money. It can be in the form of love, friendships. It holds that frequency. So when you give, you receive tenfold from the universe, and that's how this is going. There's no contract. I don't sign a contract. Even with Nandini, she's been with PSSM Global for since 2020, since it started. We don't have a contract with each other that Nandini will work with me for so years. If you leave, then you give me back. There's absolutely zero contract. She's here because she wants to be here. That's how this works. It works on friendship. It works on your word. Your word is a spell. When you commit that I am going to do, that is the contract that binds us. This is beyond paperwork, beyond when you buy a house, there's like 150 pages of paperwork that you have to sign, telling that I will give back your money in various forms. But here, it's only your word. Your word has that power. And remember, when you don't honor your own word, the universe will come back to you. It is, it has a balance and checks always. So I don't have to do that. There is always that checks and balances that are happening constantly. Media channels, PMC channels, highly recommend. The way you can support this work is go ahead and subscribe to channels, PMC Hindi, PMC Telugu, PMC English, PMC Global. Every day there are people sharing their experiences. In Hindi, we call this as Ghar Ghar Mein Satya Ka Darshan. Matlab means in every house, the truth has to be shown. In a world where fear is being sold, gossip is being packaged as news. In the world when repetitive programming of fear, to be in fear, is happening. Fiona, is Fiona here? No. Fiona messaged me. She saw the news for 2 days and she's in anxiety right now. She's like, Pari, I watched the news for 2 days and I am so much in fear, I'm fighting with my husband. That's what happens when you watch. What you consume, your frequency will become that. So you got to be very careful about what you are consuming, whether it's food, whether it's through eyes, through your ears, through your 5 senses. So consume high vibrational food, high vibrational videos, music, information is light. So go ahead and subscribe to this channels. It is going to absolutely answer every question you have. In Pyramid Valley, there's a channel called Pyramid Valley. All English videos are there. Go and type Patriji Pearls of Wisdom and you will see tons of videos, 3-minute, 2-minute videos. When you just have time, go click it on and you will hear him more, what he has to say. And with that, I'm going to end because that's how. So this is a story of a movement that started from nothing. He had no power, he had no status, he had no money, but yet built a global movement that transformed millions of lives and the assets that have been created within PSSM. So we need to get out of the limited thinking that money is power, money is power, money is abundance that gives you value. That is not how it works. Friendship, creating friendship, being compassionate, being rooted, grounded, and service. Service is the highest frequency. Give without expecting anything else. Whatever you give is when you give without expecting, that's when you are aligned with the universe. That's when you bring more into your life. So this is the story, my dear friends, of PSSM, how it started. And today we have PSSM USA, PSSM Global. PSSM Global is dedicated to help work with all other countries. Today we have 50 countries working together. We still have 100 countries to go. Total on the earth we have 195 countries. So we still have a lot of work to do, and we are working. There's always every day, every meditation session. There's hundreds and thousands of sessions, Zoom sessions happening everywhere around the world in different languages. The reason why, there is only one mission: to create a meditation world, Dhyan Jagat, create a pyramid world, Pyramid Jagat, and create a Shakahar Jagat, which is a compassionate world. Through teaching meditation, through teaching the principles of spiritual science. So this is PSSM, guys. A last video of him, and I will close then.
Thank you, Pari. Thank you for being here with us. And
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Nandini, I would love for you to play Dhyani Anthem at the end. Um, okay, in 5 minutes. So, this is the story, guys. It's just a beginning. He left his body in 2022. The truth is simple. There is only one truth. The truth is that we are not these bodies, we are the souls. That is a message he gave all his life in his physical body. And he left with that message that we are powerful people, we have miraculous bodies, we can heal ourselves. And he left knowing that he was leaving. He told all of us that he was leaving his body, and he decided, because he is a traveler, he's always wanting to travel. Once a master is done with their work, they don't stay along, they don't waste their time, they move along. There is no attachment. So death is not a tragedy, death is not a end, it is just the beginning. One chapter closes, another opens up. So when we understand this truth that death is not it is just a transition, we can always meet. Meet. This is just a pause. We are connected always. We are always, communicating, and that is the message of PSSM. That we are all one. There is no difference between you and me. There is no difference between me and a cow or a pig or a bird or a plant or a fish. So we are all here to share compassion, to share this friendship. And I am so grateful to have so many friends, because wherever we go, we have houses, friends opening up their doors, inviting us in. It is such a beautiful community. And whoever is here for the first time, I invite you to this family and officially welcome to PSSM. This is a family. It is, yes, we fight with each other. I may not like what Shashi says sometimes, but it doesn't matter. It's all good. It's all okay. It's we like some things, we don't like something, but the end of the day, we all come from the source. We go back to the source. I repeat again, we come from the source, we go back to the source. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. And it's such a pleasure to share this story all the time, every time. So thank you. I'm going to open up if anybody would like to share anything.
There's a lot of messages in the chat, Paridhi.
Okay. All right. Yes, please subscribe to magazines, guys. Support them in subscribing and encouraging this material to go out. Yes, Padmaja.
Hello, Pari. Thank you so much to give us the whole journey of Patriji and yourself and everyone there. I think it's so motivating and it's brought us all together. And I am so connected with the PSSM. So thank you. And I always love hearing you. And the amount of abundance that you talk about is always coming from you. Also, we hear and try to absorb as much as we can and also follow it. So thank you. So loving it. And just so you know, as part of my daily meditations, I've been following Unified. I've been following so many different paths. So I am connected with Patriji on a daily basis. Just so I wanted to share that.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Wonderful. I can't wait to come to Michigan one day.
Yes, we will make that happen soon.
I'm waiting for that invitation.
Yes. And I'm a grandma now. I'm blessed with a grandson on January 11th. So just wanted to share that news.
Congratulations.
And I'll be visiting. Thank you. I'll be visiting San Diego soon, LA and San Diego. So
Wonderful.
we'll try to meet you there.
Yes, we will.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Navya Master. Thank you, Shashi Master and Nandini Master. All of you are doing great. So thank you for this session.
Yeah, you know what? I can play the song. So let's all dance for a few minutes. We'll just celebrate for a bit. What do you say?
Okay.
Just be with me. Okay, we'll just dance. Just celebrate this moment, celebrate this community, this friendship that we have, and just enjoy this song.
Yes, I'm also ready.
This is a Hindi song, by the way.
Okay.
सांस को अपना है ध्यानी बन जाए, 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 सांस को अपनाए, सांस को अपनाए, सांस को अपनाए ध्यानी बन जाए, सांस को अपनाए ध्यानी बन जाए। ये दुनिया कैसे बदलेगी हमसे हमसे, ये दुनिया कैसे बदलेगी हमसे हमसे, हम खुद को कैसे बदलेंगे ध्यान से, विज्ञान से, आत्मज्ञान से, खुद को जानो तुम क्या हो, पहचानो तुम क्या हो, तुम क्या हो, तुम क्या हो, तुम क्या हो। सांस को अपनाए ध्यानी बन जाए, सांस को अपनाए ध्यानी बन जाए। सांस को अपनाए ध्यानी बन जाए, सांस को अपनाए ध्यानी बन जाए। तुझ में मुझ में क्या अंतर है, पशु पक्षी भी जीव है, तुझ में मुझ में क्या अंतर है, पशु पक्षी भी जीव है, जीने का हक सबको है, हम सब सारे एक है, ध्यान कर शाकाहारी बन, आत्मज्ञानी बन, खुद को जानो तुम क्या हो, पहचानो तुम क्या हो, तुम क्या हो, तुम क्या हो, तुम क्या हो। ध्यानी बन जाए बन जाए बन जाए बन जाए, ध्यानी बन सांस को अब Thank you, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow, same time. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you. So beautiful. Thank you.